to everyone. Nice to meet you. I'm José Alejandro Martínez Sepúlveda. I'm a professor in the Universidad Ean, Ean University in Colombia. You know, Colombia is a beautiful country in South America. And Universidad Ean is a private non-profit higher education institution founded the past century in 1963 as a business school and recognized by the Education Ministry of Colombia around 2006. The university is constituted by faculties, departments, and institutes. And the most important was or is the mission of the Universidad. And the mission is to contribute to the comprehensive training of people and stimulate their entrepreneurial aptitude in such a way that each action contributes to the economic and social development of the peoples. Yeah? And since its foundation, the entrepreneurship was the engine, the core, the heart of the existence of the university, which is very important considering that all the training process that existed in Colombia 70 years ago as a developing country were focused on teaching to get employment, yes, not to create companies or new companies. And university was disruptive because it was not created from business alliance or from social interests of senior corporate executives as a similar business schools in different parts of the world. It was created for a dream of 5 professionals, very capable and with great vision. Yeah. It is important to mention that the entrepreneurship idea in the university has not only been seen a creation of companies, new companies, is the act of making that things happen. The ability of people to look at the environment and seek change, and the change as a goal. But well, in the last 15 years, the university has reflecting a lot about a new vision around the final objective. Entrepreneurship is still the foundation, the basis, or should we switch to the sustainability? Was a wonderful, big question, really. One university that teaching every day about the change, shouldn't it change too? Well, these reflections occurred at a time when the university has just completed updating and modernization its main campus, urban campus, into the capital city, Bogota, and with blocks of financial companies and one very crowded area. And the construction that had just been completed included aspects of bioarchitecture with national capabilities, but the university think in the second part of this construction, how to create a real model, a real example, how to create a excuse to change our productive areas in Colombia. We need a real model for the production and consumption issues. And the result of thinking about sustainability made use adjust our most important goal. In 2016, we create a higher proposal to contribute to comprehensive training and sustainable entrepreneurship, considering research, leadership, and innovation fundamental elements in the generation of abundance for the humanity. A lot of circular economy concept input in the activity, and based on higher proposal, we began to act on different fronts to be consistent with our dream, mainly in climate change actions. In 2018, we were with the president of the general room in the training of climate reality project in Mexico. And from there, we committed ourselves to being facilitators of action processes around climate change in our country, in our city, in our area, in our neighbor. We included training, researching, extension process, a lot of work with our students on undergraduate and graduate programs. We got the design for the new building to be developed by William McDonough, one of the fathers of cradle to cradle idea, and that gave us more impetus to move forward. But we also create more commitments on the positive influences of sustainable and resilient construction in our country. The Ean legacy building has been a excuse to carry out a 6-year transformation of the Colombian construction sector hand in hand with the circular economy and the climate change action and activities. The climate fight has always been as a transversal work, thinking in the production, the processes, and how to improve and to increase the efficiency of the use of the resource, thinking in our natural capital, really. In 2020, the past year, we defined our sustainable entrepreneurship policy as an institution, and we defined that we want to measure our carbon footprint, but not just stay here. It's not only the measure. We want to be carbon neutral institution. And this year, 2021, with the inauguration of the Ean legacy building, first building inspired by circular economy in Latin America, dedicated to academic activities, and that includes highest sustainability standards in its construction. And with the development of the greenhouse gases inventory, we have taken steps in the direction that we consider right. The measurement of the carbon footprint of the Universidad Ean was based on the ISO 14064 methodology. Do the strategic alignment with the institution, with the principles of the standard, the relevance, the completeness, the consistency, the transparency, and the precision. The results of the greenhouse gas inventory in tons of carbon dioxide equivalent was 205 tons in the scope 1 and 2, yeah, and the intensity was 22.82 kilograms of carbon dioxide per equivalent per student. These results were verified by Econtech, is a Colombian institute, during the month of April of this year, and we start with the record, cause after this process, this favorable concept of the process for this institution, we are offset our carbon footprint through bonds that protect the biodiversity of our country. We buy carbon bonds from one area, a hotspot of biodiversity, and we are currently about to receive the carbon neutrality certification of this institution. I talk about it, about this story, because we arrived to the climate change activity mainly later, we think. Is one thing for 5 or 4 years ago, since 4 years, but we think that with the idea, with the motivation as institution, with all the students, with all the professors, with all the processes interested in this action around this topic, we create change, powerful change. And example, I think that one of the most important things for our institution is to be a model for other better processes in other industries, in other universities. In Colombia, we have only 2 universities. One colleague, the UPB in Medellin, and us, with the inventory of the greenhouse gas verified. Yeah? Only 2, and only 2 taking the way of the carbon neutrality. But it's not easy, but it's not impossible. It is possible, and with our resources, with our motivation, with our activities, the student activities, we have to change and to create a sense to motivate another institutions. Come here, go ahead. It's easy. Come here. I think that is the main core of our words. I want to talk about a dream. I want to talk ideas, but I want to talk about actions, and actions, simple actions, little actions, but with more and more people, we tend to change. Yeah, we have to be entrepreneurs, not only new companies. We want to change the world with the participation of the people. Thank you so much, and well, it's a pleasure to be here with you.
Excellent. Thank you, Alejandro. That was very good. And I hope that you can inspire more universities in Colombia to join you in the Race to Zero. We've got a quick question from Ian. How has signing the Race to Zero helped you move your university to the next level?
Okay, well, it's important question, because it's not only about our dreams and okay, the university have a dream and go ahead. No, it is to create a commitment with the environment, with other institutions, with other areas of our country and our world. And the Race to Zero is a user similar as the Ean Legacy project to improve our capabilities and to change all of our projects and to be more I don't know, more big challenge. If only we use our ideas, our objectives, maybe we have some good achievements. But with you use Race to Zero or another spaces to create more and more motivation as institution, as association of universities in Colombia, for example, it's a good thing to create a more dynamic activities. And I think that Race to Zero was a good point to create more enthusiastic motivation in our students and in our professors and in the all the high direction in the institution.